Hey guys, it's Laura again from Front Office Rocks. So I am back with another question we got from our client. And I first wanted to say thank you for following along. For those of you who subscribed, I really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get more because we are growing a ton on this YouTube channel. So super excited about that. Thank you. I am filming at home today. I actually start traveling next week quite a bit. I've got a couple conferences coming up that I'm speaking at, so I'm doing a bunch of videos before I go so that you guys still have content when I'm gone. So my question this time was, does an office manager need a training manual? So I have a client who's looking to hire their first office manager, and they were wondering what kind of training outline or training manual does the office manager need. So I have two thoughts on that. First of all, this is just general, not just for office managers, but just in general. I think the issue with training manuals and actually anything written is it gets stagnant, it gets old. The way we used to do things isn't necessarily the way we do things now. So as soon as you write something, a lot of times, you print it, you bind it, you've got it in a book, things change. So I think that a training check sheet and a training outline is super important. And I believe that videos are the way to go. I think that we need to have policies. We need to have check sheets of how certain things are done. But to really show somebody how to do something or to be able to add new content that maybe things are changing or the way you're doing is to do videos. I think that Front Office Rocks has an amazing office manager training outline already, so I would suggest that you include Front Office Rocks in your check sheet. But I don't know that I would spend a lot of time printing a training manual, if that's what you're asking, because like I said, once it's printed, it goes kind of stale. So, couple thoughts just to summarize. First of all, I think check sheets are super important. So what does the office manager need to learn how to do? What in what order do we want to teach the office manager? They're not going to come in, I don't care how much experience they have as an office manager, and be a rock star the first day. We have to teach them what happens in our practice. So what order do you want the office manager to learn things? Then the second thing I suggest you do is you have a living document or a living place that these policies go. Either a Google Doc or a place on your server, and keep Word documents. That way, as things change, as new policies come up, as the office manager starts to determine that you need policies, they can go into this living document where it can be searched, and then other team members can read it. And anytime a new policy or thing comes out, you can just print it, give it to everybody and say, here's the new policy. It's on the Google Doc or wherever you house it for you to refer back to if you need it. And then thirdly, incorporate a training program that works for you, for your office manager. I'm biased towards Front Office Rocks, so my suggestion is to include training videos from Front Office Rocks in the training program for your office manager. The reason I suggest Front Office Rocks is, first of all, I've already done all the work, right? I've already spent hours and hours recording all the videos. Secondly, we're a live, growing, changing website that has new content going on every day. So it's not going to get stale and outdated. Your office manager can go back to continue to grow and learn. And then thirdly, it's a place where the office manager can go and ask questions, look for documents, be a resource, and you can just include it right in. Video training specifically is amazing, and there's lots of studies that show people learn best by watching. From their perspective, they watch the videos, they have their own, idea or thoughts on this topic. Now they can watch somebody else talk about it and incorporate it and take it in, versus reading a document. Many times that is just boring, old, and stale. So including video training in her program or his program is highly recommended. So I hope that answers that question. The answer is yes, but no. Have a training check sheet, have an outline, but make sure that you have a place that you can continue to grow and add things. Once you print something, things change. How we do things in the office will change, and you want to make sure that you're keeping that up to date, because there's a lot of documents and training outlines and training manuals now that are outdated in a lot of offices, and you want it to be fresh and continually growing. So there's my couple thoughts on having a training manual for your office manager. Good luck hiring your office manager if you haven't hired that person yet. We're here to help with that if you need it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about office managers in upcoming videos. So make sure you subscribe, set the notification to let yourself know when the new video comes out. Thank you everybody for all your support. Let's keep this going and send your questions, comment, whatever that you want to talk about, and I will get to it. Thanks guys, and have a super great day.